Zarifa was kind enough to send me all the files that she worked on. She worked on like 10 separate files, which is impressive. We were going to take these files and um, add them to the head part we created earlier. So this is the file that we worked on maybe 2 weeks ago, and this is the head. These are all the anchors that we want, as you can see them. Nothing on the back. I don't think anyone can put anything in the back of their head, so let's not worry about that. So let's first fix this part and add it within a parent, because right now it's just a mesh and anchors. So to do that, let's create like a parent. So the parent should be in the center, like this head. This orange dot is in the center of the word, like as you can see. So let's add, first let's move the cursor to the word origin and create an empty. And this empty, I will keep it like this. I will just call it head part. And I will move everything inside this. So I will just select them all. Select the head part, the last one. It's yellow instead of orange like the others. And I hit Control P, object. Now we have officially the head part. Okay, I will save and move on to the next thing. So I will just call this head part. Let's see what Zarifa has for us. So let's start from the ears. And this is the file that she sent. It's half a circle, which is an ear. We need to take this into the other file, and there is a way to do that. So let's just close this and open the head file. And to do that, we just go File, Append. Append is different than import. Import, you import a file with these formats. But if the file you are looking to import from is in blend format, like this one, we use append for that. And once we append, we pick the file that we want to append, like the ear, and we double click that, and it opens the project like folders. So here we can see everything in that file or that project. We want the objects, and I want this sphere object. I don't want the light, I don't want the camera, I just want this half a sphere. So append. Now we have it. It's not colorful, so let's make it take a random color. Okay, so this is the head. Let's see how it would fit the head part. So I will just create a new collection for the ear part. Move this inside. I will call this colorable ear because I want this to be colorable in the future. And let's enable the head. And immediately, I've never seen a person with ear this big and on top of their head. So let's fix that. Because originally Zarifa created this ear for a head that's bigger and in that direction. So let's tweak this for our head. So let's first rotate it. Wait. So let's rotate it R Z. -90. Okay, okay. And let's move it here. So uh, I will just look at this from the side. And it's right around here. We don't need to be exact. We can be exact later. Then I want to scale this down. So scale. Yeah, I think this is good. What do you think, guys? Is this a good size for an ear? Cool. So you saw like flickering squares, and that's probably because there are too many things in this mesh. So let's fix this mesh. Let's disable the head and focus on this ear. This ear has a lot of details that needs to be uh, like it needs to be more abstract than this. We need to like dissolve some of these edges because they don't provide any value to us right now. We want to keep the shape. The shape is important, so we don't want to mess with what Zarifa made. So let's see. This is the first line that you see here. If we get rid of that, I don't think it will be a problem. I think if we get rid of all these lines, the shape will not change. And let's do that. So I Alt Shift click the line to select all of it. It's called edge selection. Sorry, loop selection. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Let's not remove them. If we remove them, this... Oh, I think there are more in the same space. Let's move them. Yeah, see, there are a lot of things that are happening here. So let's first clean this mesh. We want to like merge everything that is sitting in the same space. You can see it like these smudges that you see here are the result of the Z fighting we mentioned earlier. So we clean up, merge by distance. We increase this like maybe 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. Okay, this is not helping. Mesh, clean up. Okay, so let's try another way to clean up. Let's first select all, mesh, clean up, delete loose. We don't have any loose things. Degenerate dissolve. Let me fix that. Nope, it did not. Okay, so it seems like this is very weird. Okay, let's select the faces that we want and P on the keyboard to cut them. So let's hide the old one. This one should only have selected the parts that we can see. Yeah, this is great. Okay, so let's get back to what we were trying to do. We want to select all these loops, edge loops, and X, not delete them, but dissolve them. See, now nothing changed, but we got rid of all those extra squares that we had. One extra thing, I think this area is too straight, so let's fix that. Let's just take this, move it up by 0.005 or maybe less, 0.0025. Same for this one, but in the opposite direction. 0.0025, but in the negative space. Okay, this is great. Let's add some thickness to it because this ear is too flat. Uh, it's like a paper. Two ways to do that. We can solidify from here, or we can select all, E. We don't want in the Z. We want it to be in the Y direction. Okay, something is weird. Something is not happening. I think I need to restart Blender. But let's do it the other way. Using the solidify modifier, we can add the thickness. Maybe we want it to be 0.1. Oh, okay. So this is a problem. See here, the scale is set to 0. This is really important. The scale is set to 0. So wherever I'm trying to move things in this direction, they don't move because they are set to move within the 0. So let's fix that. Let's apply the scale. So Control A, apply the scale. Now you can see that it's applying this thickness. So this is the ear. Let's enable the head and see how the ear would look like. I would like to be like a little bit. Yeah, this feels more like an ear because I want to be able to drag this character by the ear. I'm not a fan of this like flat shading on the human characters. So let's change this to be smooth. But immediately we see this destruction happening. So let's fix normals, auto normals, and pick a value that we like. 30 works. So let's stick to that. Okay. We might need to extend this area a little bit more. So like this, GX, just a little bit. Okay, great. Okay, so this is the ear. We want to add an anchor to the ear. But before we do that, do you think we need any more details, or this is enough?
No.
Okay, cool. Now our character can hear. Let's add some anchors. Well, how many anchors do you think we need?
One.
Okay, one it is. So first let's apply the modifier so we can get this uh, mesh. We have a lot of squares that don't matter here. We don't want them. So let's scale them so they can be in the same Z space like this. We get an extra one here, but we can fix that later. And we say mesh cleanup merge by, oops, the value is set too high. So let's decrease that. Yeah, this works. Now we need to like knife this area into 2 halves. And let's do the other one. Let me check if I cut properly, and yes. So now the part is ready. I will save just in case. Now we need an anchor. The anchor can sit in this area in the middle. So cursor to selected, anchor, and RY90. So this is the ear of the anchor. Do you think that we need anchors for the earrings? Like, for example, if you want to add earrings to this character, do you think we need anchor for that? Okay, our characters don't wear earrings. So let's name this to anchor. And let's fix this object origin to be in the 3D cursor. Great. I want to move it here to the word center. Since the anchor and the origin of the object are in the same space, we can just zero both. Now let's just add the plane axis and call it ear part and move everything inside. Okay, we now officially have an ear. We have an ear and a head. What's next? What's next is I think the eye is important. So let's fix the eye and add it to the collection. So again, append, and we want the eye. The eye has 3 objects. Let's check them out. And this is looking great. So here, I like what you try to do with adding like another sphere, but problem is with that is, oops. I swear I saw it colorful. Okay, the problem with this is you can see that these like triangles appear. If you scroll out, you will see this happening. I'm not sure if you can see it, but basically this is the fighting issue, which we talked about just a few minutes ago. What we can do here is merge these two and customize them so that they are like a true eye. So let's recreate this eye, same exact eye, but with cylinders. Let's do that. So I will hide these objects. I will create a cylinder. It will be a very simple cylinder. Maybe this 24. Maybe 32 is not a bad idea. Yeah, 24. And the radius is 1. We can fix the dimensions later. So we have this. Let's scale everything. So the dimension now is 2 by 2 by 2. Let's change this 1 by 1 by 1. And this is if the eye was looking up. And up, we don't want it to be more than, like, say 0.2. 0.2 is nice. Now let's add the details. It will be very simple. So we scale this down. Yeah, I think this would work, like half. Before we do that, let's click I on the keyboard and that will inset the face. Let's click eye again. That will inset it again. And there you have it. We have the eye. I don't think we need this extra bit because like Poly has one color. It doesn't have any features like this. Um, I would love if we created something that looks like this. Like these are black or any color of the eye, and the rest is white. So let's actually do that. Let's test this. We go to vertex color. Let's first unselect vertex color. I need to see the edges. So, oh, I can do that without this. So we shift select and give it a darker color. So there is this eye. Let's create another one. See which one do you like. Um, I will dissolve all these edges. Start from scratch. Eye. And make this like this. And let's do the last one where we have an inset, but for this one we make it more deep, more complex by making this like a really dark. And these ones, I'm pretty sure that there is a better way to select these and make this one like a slightly darker tone, but like let's say it's brown, and assign the color. So the user will be, oh man, that's a horrible color. Oops, not what I wanted. Let's make it, yeah, this color. Oh yeah, it's showing orange because it's going into edit mode. So let's, yeah, this is a nice color. So we have three options. Of course, you will be able to change the color of the black thing to be anything you like. You can make him blue, you can make him uh, anything cute. So the reason I want one of these is because these two look more cartoony. This one looks scary, in my opinion. What do you think?
The second one is great.
Okay, Zarifa, what do you think?
It looks nice.
Sorry?
It looks nice.
You mean this one?
Yeah. But I couldn't understand like space between criteria.
I'm sorry, I'm finding a hard time hearing you. Can you repeat that?
I couldn't understand so much.
You couldn't understand the difference? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. It's it's
Yeah,
okay.
I'll in no mic.
Okay, I will take a look. Thank you. I will check your answer. Okay, meanwhile, we can change this to whatever later if anyone wants to. So the next step is making this eye like an curvature, like add curvature to it, because like eyes can be discs. I mean, they can be anything, but let's add more detail to them. And that will be easy. It will not be difficult. But for now, let's see what Zarifa is saying. This one, okay. So it's a style thing. You see, when you see anyone in the world, their eye has like a little white sparkle or white dot that you see, and that is can be done in different ways. So for example, we can do it like this. You can see some people draw the eye like this. Okay, I need to select this. And some people draw it like this. This one is more cartoony. You can see a lot of cartoons that do it this way. Um, it's called, I think, retro. Let's check that actually. It will be nice to see. So retro cartoon eye. No, not this one. It's not the retro one. Um, oh yeah, I remember Cuphead. I'm not sure if you saw this game, but they do a similar style where you can see that the eye is kind of like has this notch in it, which adds more life to the character. We can make it smaller, but we can't do it oval like this because that's not how PolyUp is. Well, PolyUp has circular eyes. Um, yeah. oh yeah, I think the Mickey Mouse original Mickey Mouse has eyes like this. Nope. I think they changed the style. They have like too many styles, but this is one of the common styles. So if you don't like that, we can change this to be like a like half a circle, maybe. What do you think?
I think that the circle would be better.
Circle, yeah. Okay, let's do that. So I disabled UI. So let's focus and let's hide these and focus on this one. And let's make it a circle. We have a circle here. Let's just scale this up. And I want to move the cursor to this, and I will select the edges. Now it just says C. Now it communicates with the eyes. So let's scale these points out of the center. We just put the pivot to be this. Don't worry about the white stuff. We can fix it later. So this in Vertex Paint. So I'm not sure if I can pick the color from here. Can I? I can. Paint select. So no. Okay, so it's slightly better. You agree? Like this.
Yes.
Thank you. That was a great comment, and this is an amazing idea. I wouldn't have went with this, to be honest. I thought the other one looked good, but this is way better. So let's make it curved. No, we are past time, but let's work on this. Um, let's we need to fix the geometry. The geometry has a lot of bad issues. So let's first add more, maybe 2 steps here. Yeah, I think this is enough. And now let's say we want proportional scaling. So when we select this and say up, it's like this, right? But it shouldn't like be like a curve that's like this. We want it to be start strong and then dampen the effect. So it just starts like this and goes like a dome. So we select the appropriate curve, which I think this sphere is what we are looking for. So GZ. And I think this is great. We don't want that anymore. We want to move this up a little. Oops, we forgot to deselect this one. GZ. And here's our eye. We shade it smooth, and there you go. We have a beautiful eye. Now, the eye will have an important factor which can be in future, which is the eyelids. We want to be able to close the eye up and down. Let's discuss that tomorrow and work on more parts related to the head. Okay? If you have any questions, please ask them on Discord and I will make sure to answer them as soon as possible. Thank you and see you tomorrow.